A new study uncovers an interesting trend in Kentucky's population.
Blueprint Kentucky looked at the last decade of growth across the state. Tyler Melito's in studio with where most people are moving and why it is such an appealing place.
And it's a multi-year process that even goes well beyond the last decade. Starting in 2011 to 2019, the team at Blueprint Kentucky saw a drop in the number of people living in rural communities. Then in 2020 to 2024, looking at 85 counties that are considered rural here in the Commonwealth, the data found that populations in those communities were increasing, but it isn't that cut and dry. A big contributor for this is migration. Some of the counties that saw the largest population growth in the study were Garrett, Pulaski, Laurel, Boyle, and Mercer counties. But what do these counties all have in common? Their distance to the interstate. Study organizers say much of the rural population growth here in Kentucky centered around urban centers, specifically between I-75 and I-65. Places that are more remote, particularly more eastern and southern Kentucky, still saw a decline in population.
The urban places where population is increasing, it's largely due to immigration of international folks. And in rural places, population, there's an outmigration in a lot of our places, not all, as we mentioned earlier, but there's a really big difference in life expectancy and that difference between births and deaths. And in our rural places, a lot of the loss of population is actually largely due to that change in life expectancy.
Another point the Blueprint Kentucky team said they found was just how important jobs, specifically manufacturing jobs, are. They provide opportunities to people living in these rural areas, they say, as well as have an immense impact on Kentucky's GDP. We have the full study linked inside the story on the Fox 56 News app. Krista?